Hey, dude, it's your boy Nextstop Sirchcity.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Nita, and we are back with another one.
Back. Yes, we are back. Thank you guys. Another episode of the Food We Watch podcast. I was on my solo dolo last week, but now the dynamic duo has returned. Guess what, guys? We are watching, as we said last week, Netflix original series, Drink Masters, hosted by Tone Bell. Judges are Frank Solaric and Julie Reiner. And we're on episode 2. And let me tell you,
Two.
them drinks was drinking.
Can I just say, I don't know whoever's going to hear this, but whoever hears this and can do something about it, we need more cocktail drinks competitions. I'm just saying. We have
I'm
so many foods, all the foods you can think of. Let's get into the cocktails. I'm just
Netflix,
putting that out there.
Hulu,
I'm just
uh,
yes.
Disney Plus,
HBO Max. HBO Max.
Disney. What's up saying? Disney be like, what? Mocktails. Disney could do mocktails.
That'd be dope.
Come on, y'all.
We'll watch it and review. Just
But
saying.
yeah, I am 100 in agreement. Definitely would like to see more drink show just because of how dynamic these drinks can go. Like food shows are cool, but it's something different about this drink show. It's the level of creativity is ridiculous. Even if
It's
it don't taste
ridiculous.
good, it do be looking like it look
Yeah.
like it tastes good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we are on episode 2. This week's episode, the contestants had to create a full sensory cocktail experience.
So the theme was called Fantastic Fruits. And like you said, they had to create a full cocktail experience using the fruit that they choose. And because Ashling won the last challenge in the last episode, she was able to pick her fruit first. So she decided to pick apples.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody randomly drew numbers earlier. So they, went in order. However,
I could tell you what everybody picked at first.
okay, well, I'm gonna just say this. But not only was she able to pick first, she got an advantage. She
Mm-hmm.
was able to pick 2 people to switch their fruit. But Search is going to go into who picked what first.
All right. Now again, Nita said Ashleen picked the apples. Michael picked pomelo, which I have no idea what that is.
Never heard of it.
Lloyd confidently he picked durian. I heard of durian.
I
I
never heard of it.
heard of negative remarks. The smell is atrocious. Excuse me, but it's supposed to taste really well. It's almost it's like chitlins. You know when your mom is cooking chitlins and next to you it smells like
Let me
shit,
tell
but
you,
they eat it
man.
like it's a fine delicacy.
Let
That's
me tell
durian.
you, man, that thing stinks up the whole entire house. Like no
That's
matter where you go. Oh my
that's durian.
gosh.
So he chose the stinky fruit. Suzu chose the gooseberries. Is that what that was? Gooseberries?
Yes, gooseberries. Never heard of it.
I've never heard of them, but I want to try them now. Capri chose the Korean melon.
Never
Alex had
heard of it.
never heard of it either. Alex had the plantains.
Heard
Kate
of
had
that.
passion fruit.
Yes.
Kyle
Heard of
had
that.
tamarind pods. I heard of tamarind.
Yeah, I
Raj
think
had
so.
mango. JP
Mm-hmm.
stuck in with the guava, and Meredith had the figs.
Wait, did you call her JP or LP?
LP. LP. Let me just edit my note. LP had the guava.
Mm-hmm.
Meredith had the figs. But as
So,
Peter said,
yep. Go tell the okay. Well, So Ashleen, first of all, let me tell you, Zuzu was so happy with having the gooseberries. He was so happy. But let me tell you something. That excitement went out the window because Ashleen played the mess out of him. She had Zuzu and Michael switch. And what did Michael have again?
Michael had the pomelo and Suzu had the gooseberries.
Let me tell you something. Zuzu was pissed.
Suzu.
Oh, Suzu. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. He was pissed. Pissed. He couldn't even hide it, yo. Oh my gosh. If looks could kill, Ashling would have been dead.
Yeah, he doesn't like citrus fruits, and that's what a pomelo, it was citrusy, and he was just like, "This is not the business." Thank you
Mm-mm.
for throwing the
Mm-hmm.
shade early in the competition.
She threw it. All right, so tell the people what happened, all the ins and the outs, because it was a lot.
Well, as you said, Ashley made Suzu and Michael switch. Michael decides to do some kind of punch berry cocktail, um, which normally you don't make a punch with a cocktail, but we was gonna see what was gonna happen. My favorite, Kate, was doing a play on an old traditional drink called the Porn Star. I
Why
said,
did you like that drink? Why did you like that
"Cause
drink? Have you
porn,
ever have you
sex,
ever had a
sex and porn.
have
Woo!"
have you ever had a porn star? First of all, I didn't
No,
even
but
know that was a drink. I didn't even know that was a drink. I guess everything.
now
I
I
guess
want.
every anything can be a drink.
Hey, after the shots you was trying to take, everything can be a drink. And as I learned a few weeks ago. But yeah, she created it wasn't the exact porn star drink, but it was like a play on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little worried at first with LP because LP had decided to make a milkshake cocktail. You don't really hear too much about milkshake cocktails.
So let me tell you something. I don't know how I am now, but I know when I was younger in my earlier 20s, a few days ago, I could not mix my liquor and dairy together.
Yeah.
Like it did not sit well with me at all. And ever since then, I never tried to see how my stomach will take it because, yeah, it just wasn't a good time.
Well, you've done
So,
it recently, Irish cream.
oh, okay. 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 So,
Yeah, as long
okay.
as as long as it's probably not hard alcohol, like too crazy.
Yeah, like I don't know if I could do like what you said, where she made like a milkshake.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. So, unfortunately, her drink is something that I probably would have passed on. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, it looked good, but just due to stomach situations, I
Yeah,
may have to have
I would have
passed.
probably tasted a little bit, but I'm not a big on sweet drinks. That
Mm-hmm.
drink to me seemed like it may be a little heavy, especially with the guava. But you never know. But it did worry me a little bit. I'm like, oh, because those judges are real particular. Like they don't
Mm-hmm.
hold back. That's one thing I like about these judges. There is not no real hand holding, like, oh, they be like, no, this is not good. This is what you should have did. We don't like this.
But
So
I
that's a
mean,
very
aren't they professionals already though?
mhm,
Yeah, so I wouldn't.
mhm.
It's not like they're in. Listen, new show concept. Somebody who can do it. Y'all need to put on have a cocktail drink show competition with amateurs, like people who want to get into the business or who, like how y'all have home cooks, have
Well,
home
I mean
mix.
that's not bad because Natalie was an actual the one who left the first episode. She was not a professional. She was
Oh,
an
okay.
online chef. She was an online mixologist. That's why she left.
Okay.
So if they have if they have an actual show dedicated to that,
The shade. That's what I mean. Like, come on. Like, they're so, oh my gosh. Okay. But go
we
ahead.
need to do, you know what we need to do? We need to write these things out and we need to start pitching them and then sell them to networks and make hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars.
So maybe we should cut this out.
I'm not editing nothing. All right. So next we had Suzu. Suzu was so mad when they cut to him. He was like,
He was just pissed.
he's like, I'm really not even trying to look at her while I'm doing my drink, but I'm so mad. He was really struggling with his citrus fruit. He doesn't like citrus fruit. He doesn't like to mix with citrus fruit. And he basically felt like she threw him under the bus. Like, but he was like, you know, it's a
Feel like,
competition. But
yeah,
yeah,
it
he
is a
was mad.
competition. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what's his name? Tone Bell, the host, he was drawn because he went over there and he was like, the shade. He knew it. He was like, look, I would be mad too, especially when he had his heart set on those gooseberries. Next we had Capri. Capri decided to do a twist of the Ricky. I've never heard of a Ricky, which is kind of like I believe a whiskey sour, so to speak.
Can I
But
be honest? I haven't heard about, I haven't heard of 95% of the drinks that they made.
I agree. But the only reason why I was shocked I never heard of the Wrigley because it was more so a pot. It's not like it's like a high class drink. It was like it's a popular, the most popular drink from the DC area, which is not too far from here. So I was like, I just never heard of it, like a Tom Collins and things like that. But she explained the name of her Ricky is, I think it was CC. We'll get into the name of, but she named her Ricky and dedicated her Ricky to her nonprofit organization that she has, where she's helping people of color learn mixology. So I thought
Nice.
that was pretty dope that she was giving back to her organization in the name of the challenge.
Nice.
All right. And then we have Lloyd. Lloyd, who confidently chose durian, struggled. He was sitting there and the smell alone was getting to him. He's just like, oof, oof, like you are really bold to sit there and choose durian. Durian should have went to the last person. And they said the way you need to use the durian in a drink should be with a bold spirit, like a whiskey or a scotch. I don't know if that's because those are a little stronger and could probably take over the smell of the durian. But he decided to go a different route, and I think he used vodka. So we're going to see if that was something because he was like, oh, because at first he was going to do a whole nother drink, and he changed it at the last minute and said, I'm going to do a sour cocktail. And I'm like, and they just got done explaining, oh, you should use like the whiskey or the scotch. And then he was like, I'm gonna do sour and use vodka. And I was like, ooh, I don't think it's gonna turn out good. Next we do have they did cut to Meredith. Meredith had the figs, and they said that she looked like she was struggling. She was under a lot of pressure. And even though we've watched this season before, she just seems like the type of person that she's just a nervous wreck in the kitchen. No matter what she's going to do, she's that nervous chef that's all over the place, messy. Is not going to have her station all nice and neat and clean up. That's just her personality, and hopefully it starts to show in her drinks. Oh, and the last thing, Suzu bust his ass. I felt
Oh my
so
wait,
bad for
you said
him.
it too fast. Oh my gosh,
Well, that's why you told me
I
to
had that
talk.
present down.
You ain't
Okay,
talking?
I was waiting for you to get done. I was waiting for
Nigga,
you
you
to get
never
done.
wait for me to get done. You go back and forth. So I'm sitting here like, she's
Oh
not saying
my
anything. I'm going to keep
gosh.
talking.
Cause you know the order of the situations. So okay, so Julie looked like she was about to do her interview. Looked like she's about to do her interview. And yeah, Suzu. Yo, he fell down so hard. But this was around okay. So this was like
The end.
the end. Okay. So Asling, her drink looked amazing.
It did.
Oh my gosh. Um, one person I was concerned about because he finished early
Mm.
was Michael. Like I think about a half an like almost a half an hour, like half an hour early.
He was finished so early. He was asking other people if they needed help. I would have took that as disrespect.
I would have been like, is there something else I can do to add to like elevate this even more? Because
As
yeah, so
we see that in cooking shows, people finish early and they don't do well. So I would have looked busy for 30 minutes.
yeah, yeah,
Tasted,
for real.
can I change? Is this good? He should have spent more time doing that. So
For real. Um. Oh, real quick, as Ashling, yo, her using that liquid nitrogen.
yeah.
I was like, I think I would have had gloves on, but she's the
Mhm.
professional. But she did have on goggles. I
Yeah,
will
she
say that.
created this like double drink, which that idea is actually something I want to do. That sounds
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Like
Mm-hmm.
liquid infused different style of her drink and then poured her another style of drink on top of the liquid nitrogen drink. So as it would melt, the drink would transform because it would mix with the thawed out part. And I was like, yo, what in the
And
scientologist is going on here? Like, I've never thought of that.
and can I just say the way they shake their drinks, I love it. Like I just feel like that is the yes. I feel like for me that is like the best part. But then yes, as Search mentioned, Zuzu
Suzu
fell
bust
and
that
slipped
ass.
hard. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. But yes, as I mentioned, because I kind of like backpedal, but Ashleen, her drink looked amazing. Julie said that it reminded her of a Manhattan. She said it was like an apple explosion. That's what she said
Mhm.
in her mouth. And the judges overall seem to have liked the drink a lot.
Yup.
I'm gonna try it. I'm
Hey,
gonna
well,
try it.
we don't need liquid nitrogen. We can do the drink.
Yeah, no, we don't need the liquid part. IBA
We
doing
can
that.
freeze it in a freezer for a certain. Just keep an eye on it so it doesn't get too frozen. But we can do that.
Okay.
All right. Next
Mhm.
we have what was it? Raj.
Raj
Raj in his grandma's hands. He
with
made a mango. He used mango infused vodka. Ch
I
Chakash
forgot. I
Chachaka
forgot.
Kashaka. Kashaka Brazilian
Kashaka.
rum. Took a minute and pickled mango.
So he described, I think he was talking about the kachash, the ka,
Kashaka.
okay. I think he described it as a funkier style rum. It's
Mm,
native in Brazil.
mm.
Um Julie said that she wished that she would have gotten more of the
Kashaka.
yes, because it was too heavy with the mangoes
Yeah,
and
he did use a lot of mango.
and
It was mango central.
yeah, and it was also commented that his drink seems unbalanced.
which, if you watch the first episode, is a common theme with him. I don't know how professional he is. I've heard even Alex was like, "Oh, he's like one of the top people, I guess, in New York or something." But it seems like he does a lot. He's highly creative, and I think he always focused on the creative side because it did look good. But I don't think he actually worried concerned
But
about how
here's
good it looks and tastes.
But here's the thing, though. If me as someone who was partaking, what would I be more focused on? Taste.
Well, that's why
Like,
I was trying to figure out, is he more like Natalie was, which is an online mixology? Like, do I post a lot and that's what I focus on, or are you really out here making drinks that taste and look good? It don't seem like he this is the second week they said he was unbalanced. So
yeah, like I want my drink to taste good. I mean, presentation is great, but like it's disappointing if the presentation is like, oh, this all inspiring, and then I go to drink it and I'm like, yo, what the heck? Like, I rather like the presentation be like, but
it
it
tastes.
tastes
You
amazing.
can make up
Yeah.
for the taste
Yes.
if you lack presentation. I agree.
Yes. All right. And next, who had because my
It was
spelling is
the
off.
Capri. Capri had the CCB Ricky.
Okay.
CCB Ricky. CCB is the name of her organization. So she named it
Oop,
the CCB Ricky,
I
which
think I
was
might
a
have skipped.
tea. She
I
used
think I
like some
might have
kind of
skipped that.
tea infused gin to create. And I know why you probably see this is the difference between like Master Chef and this. Master Chef lets you see the whole dish, the name, all that. This they go up, they be speeding through it. So all I know
Yeah, I think I
about
missed
her
her.
is that she used tea infused gin. They didn't really go too deep into what her
No.
made of. They did say that they loved her drink. The spirit doesn't, but the spirit does come through perfect. And her use of garnish was amazing. Like the way that the garnish tasted with the drink. So they loved her drink. They didn't really go too deep into what it was.
Right. Okay. So it wasn't just me. I'm like, okay. Who had the Korean melon again?
That was her.
Oh, that was her. Okay.
So that's why
So
she did tea infused, because it was a Korean melon. So she
okay.
used like hints of it, and her most of her garnish was dry ice, nitrogen frozen
Got
crumbled
it.
all over it. So yeah,
They called it a Collins style drink
that's
as
what a
well.
Ricky is. What I heard, it was almost like a
Okay.
Tom Collins.
Okay. Now we have Michael. He originally had, I forget, but now he has the gooseberries and he named his drink Golden Gooseberry. They said that I mean, are as we already kind of like touched on, the judges immediately said like you got done too quick.
Yeah,
They said that the drink needed more structure and complexity.
complexity.
So
Most
complexity,
likely.
thank you.
They said it was
Um,
very juicy, which is a punch. But they
yeah.
could. This is what I'm learning. They want to taste the alcohol. So, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
was
if
gonna
you're doing
say
this,
they
your
said
alcohol got to stand out.
they couldn't tell if the spirit was in there. Pretty much it tastes like juice. Like they couldn't taste like whatever alcohol he
This is why I
used.
was nervous for him, because I remember back in the day when we were young, 21 and up year olds, and going to parties and drinking jungle juice, where it was a punch and you barely tasted the alcohol.
You didn't
It was
taste
a
it at
punch.
all.
And
Okay, real quick. Wait, real quick. Funny story. My mother, my
mm,
mother, she made a jungle juice one year and it tastes like juice. And we quickly forgot that there was alcohol in there. And it was so insane because it's not like she went out and bought bottles. It was bottles that was already
yeah.
there. Like she literally used what was on hand. I will say it was really good. It was really good, but you could not taste the alcohol. And it's like when you don't taste the alcohol, it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind.
Especially if you're drinking, you don't even think. You just get thirsty.
Yeah.
You drink, you do get thirsty. So you just, oh, let me get some more of that punch. And next thing you know, you're getting punched in the mouth at 3 a.m. in the morning. Because you done drunk all the alcohols.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I haven't had any kind of jungle juices ever since then. I don't think I've ever.
No, me either. Me either. So yeah, I'm definitely with them. They definitely want to be able to taste that there is alcohol in there. Yep. Next we have Kate, who had the passion fruit. Let me tell you something, Linda. Okay. I loved her presentation. Like she, well, you know, listen, Linda, listen. It's just an expression.
Oh, hell no. You old. I heard or hey girl, hey, or I don't know what you talking
on period poo. Let me tell you something, Kate. On period poo. Oh my gosh, what was that spray that she used? It looked like a perfume spray, and she like sprayed it over. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? Her drink looked so amazing. This my exact words. Oh my goodness. Fancy.
I wanted to try it. Praying to the stars is what it's called. I was just confused because I've never heard anybody infuse a drink or infuse any kind of alcohol. Olive oil. I was like, that's different. I need to try that. But then she had, not only did she spray, it was a brilliant idea for her to use the spray because they said it needed to be a sensory drink. So it wasn't just about the taste or look, also the smell. And she had the dry ice with the passion fruit and the popping candy. Like that was pop rocks on it. That was, they said that they could taste the passion fruit, which they love. It was a very passionate experience. So right off the bat, when they said that, I was like, all right, well, because I watched this season before. I do not remember each episode. So I don't even know. I was like, who won this?
Yeah. Next we have LP. With her guava. Let me tell you, okay, this chick, she made a whole presentation, okay? Like, I mean, she made a plantain to go with her drink. Oh my gosh. And it looked.
Just give it some background. It was inspired by her living, when she was little, being in the Bronx, and she would get money to go to the bodega, and then she would buy fried plantain. So that's where the drink was inspired by. As you said, she had a fried plantain to go with it. She even put like
so good.
She clipped the bodega bag, greasy to the drink to give it that overall experience. Yo, she definitely elevated.
Real quick, fun question. You go to a restaurant, how much do you think a drink like that will cost you with everything?
Vanilla infused aged rum, guava, spice,
syrup. Wait, and mind you, you already know that would be something that would be like sold in one of like your New Yorks, your Phillies, Los Angeles type of upscale restaurant. So how much do you think that would run you?
For the experience, probably about $60.
Okay. Same question for Kate's drink. Just curious. Perfume and all.
Oh,
as I
same
call
about the
it.
same. These drinks is nothing less than $50. Like these is 50 and up.
Okay.
When you paying, because
Okay.
you also paying for experience. So
Hmm.
it's like it's an experience. So the bag that she clipped to your what you call it, you paying for that.
Oh
That's your
yeah,
bag.
most definitely, most
Like
definitely. So wait,
the
here's another
plantain, you
question.
paying for the plantain.
So here's another question. How 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 long do you think it would take for you to drink that drink?
Oh, it ain't
Would
gonna take
you
that long.
no?
But I would at first I would savor it because I would do the experience eating the plantain and sipping a little bit. But after a while, all right, chug a lug, like um
Okay.
more so LPs would probably be going. Kate, because she had like candy and all hers probably would last a little bit longer.
Okay. So Frankie said about LP's drink that it was innovative. It was an innovative presentation and it was creative.
Hmm.
Julie said that she was automatically trans back to New York because she's also from New York,
Hmm.
and she knew exactly where LP was coming from with this drink. So kudos to LP. She did it.
Yep, she killed it. And
All
then
right. Next. Next we
Mac
have Lloyd.
called it his drink literally was called Smelly Boy. And
I don't know if I don't know if I no.
his ingredients was vodka and sake, durian pine nut syrup, and egg whites. I was like, doesn't really sound too
And
good.
well, let me tell you, the judges did not like his drink at all. And you could kind of tell as they were drinking it, you seen the looks on their faces.
Mm-hmm.
And Julie said maybe it could have been better if it was cold
Wasn't even
enough,
cold. Yeah,
but yeah, it wasn't even cold. So,
it was like it was not a pleasant drink.
mm-mm.
Did not like the spirits he chose. She said it again. Whiskey or scotch probably would have been better. And like you said, it would have been a little bit better if it was cold. It was not cold. So, sir, sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Um,
Next we have Alex who had the plantains. Um,
all right. So
go ahead.
I practiced his drink name earlier and I have completely forgot. So Amaroyals and Albemarle. And I'm pretty sure I'm not
You know what's so
far off, but it's a
hilarious?
little close.
You know what's so hilarious? Me and Serge, we are both learning Spanish on Duolingo,
Amarillos and it's the
and
out. He
we're
pronounced the
not that
Albemarle a little bit different.
we're not
Al
that far in our
Almidra
lesson.
Almibar. That's how you say that. Almibar.
Again, again, we
Ama
are
Amarillos and Almibar.
again we are not that advanced in our studies right now. So, but good job for trying.
I have no
But
idea what was in it, but plantain.
they thought that it was too acidic.
Acidic.
Um, it didn't give too much plantains, and that's all I took from his drink.
Yep. On to the next.
All right. Next, we have Meredith. Again, she had the figs. What I didn't catch the name of her drink.
The fig tree.
Okay. They love the taste of her cocktails. However, what happened to her rim? Like
I don't know.
it was
Wasn't a
like
good
that
rim
thing
job.
sunk. It like sunk.
Her doing too much
So
and just got real sloppy. That's
yeah,
what I was saying.
it
How
did.
she needs to kind of slow down and perfect it and not get all crazy. But they like the taste, so
Yeah, it was just that rim. That rim wasn't rimming.
not a
It
good
was a
rim
bit
job.
messy. All right. We have our dear closest friend, Suzu. Um, yeah, yo, that switcheroo got the best of him.
Yeah, he called it the hometown Hikari. I think what he tried to do was he had the idea for the gooseberries, and I think he just tried to substitute the gooseberries for the melon or pomelo or whatever he had, and it wasn't. It was complete. It was probably the. I was okay. In my opinion, the way the judges reacted, I thought it would have been, or it possibly can be, the worst drink of the night. They said it was out of balance. Sake was heavy. The peppercorn killed their palate. Like, I thought it was the worst drink of the night.
And you could tell he was pissed.
Yeah,
He was
he knew it.
pissed.
He was like,
He
yeah,
was
she got the
pissed.
best of me.
Yeah.
Boiled it.
Yeah. Next we have Tao. Well, they kind of cross the way that they did it. They went back and forth between Suzu and Tao.
Mm-hmm.
So Tao had the Tamron
Pods. That's what it. They kept calling the drink Tamron pods. So I think that's the Tao Tamron pods.
Okay.
It was the biofluorescent drink.
They said that the Tamron really came through in his cocktail. It was definitely the star of the show. Congratulations on that. And they loved the texture of his drink as well.
They said they loved the mouthfeel. I was sitting there like, whoa. They say it was so milky and buttery.
I translated it as
love
texture.
The mouthfeel. I said, what? Never heard that before.
I mean, as I'm learning, in the drink community, they have their own lingo. Yeah. So the mixologist who won the best, or who won, who had the best drink of the night, is LP. I think it definitely could have been between LP and Kate, but LP came off on top. She definitely did a little bit more.
Yeah,
because she made plantains.
It was her creativity. That's like it was a story. It told a story. Like perfectly.
Yeah. And the bottom two, we have Lloyd and Raj.
And this is where I was confused, because even though Raj had an unbalanced drink,
you would have thought it was Suzu.
That's what I thought it was going to be. I'm like,
and guess what? Suzu thought it was going to be him too.
Yeah, because when they say it was like,
of relief?
Dear God. He was shaking. So I was confused. I knew Lloyd was going in my opinion. But the other one who had the nastier drink was Suzu, not Raj. I was like, what? I'm like, okay. Scripts. But anyway, they had to go to the elimination round. The elimination round, they had to create a New York sour. But not just create a New York sour, but they will have everything they need to create the sour except for any bar tools. So there will be no traditional like spoons, cups, shakers, mixers. They were given a random box.
Or timers.
Or timers. They got a box of just random stuff. And they had to use that to create a drink in 15 minutes.
I thought it was so funny because Lloyd kept asking for a time check.
And they're like, we don't do that in this round. They were giving him here's the thing about Lloyd, and they said it. Lloyd does not know how to edit himself. I think Lloyd does too much. He is very he's very creative, but he doesn't know how to take the creativity and simplify it.
I don't know where the A came from.
His idea, so this is what he wanted to do. He wanted to do a Christmas brunch style sour. And he wanted to give the illusion of waking up for Christmas breakfast and da. And it's like, but nigga, you should be creating the New York sour. Why you worrying about eggs? He literally boiled an egg that had nothing to do with the actual drink. I guess he thought that his drink would give like a breakfast, like he did use some maples and stuff like that, but it just an egg. I don't want an egg with my cocktail, to be honest. Raj
Unless
thought he
unless
was
it's a mimosa.
no, well, yeah, okay, there you go. Yep, but we wasn't doing mimosas.
I know. Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
Raj was doing like this um
I don't know what he was
upper
doing.
New York in the catacombs and nature and woods and he thought he was going to enhance his cocktail by
Search
adding
all
bourbon
all I
and
know, it was too tart.
yeah. Um yeah. So all in all, Lloyd, his drink was called the Christmas Morning. He used Scotch whiskey, lemon juice, maple and vanilla syrup,
Had
mulled
nothing to
wine
do
float, and a hard-boiled egg on the side.
had nothing to
And
do with the New York sour.
nope, not whatsoever. And even like I get that you want to do a theme, but his theme Christmas Morning was just weird. And he worried so much about the hard-boiled egg. They told you the sour that he was creating, the wine that they use has to float on top, so it should be separated. His actually dropped, so they didn't get the experience of the wine on top and then getting through the drink. It actually was all mixed together and a hard-boiled egg on the side. Raj called his the weekend in the Catskills. He used bourbon and whiskey, lemon juice, rosemary, and spice syrup, and a red wine float. They basically were just saying Raj is basically what has always been wrong with his. It looked good, but it lacked body, it lacked structure. He did achieve the layer, but one thing that what's his name said, Frank, he was like he was excited about his. He's like, oh, nature, you're gonna get these different elements and flavors and things that you would see in nature, and he was like, it didn't have none of that. So it was very underwhelming. But all in all, even though Lloyd cooked Dookie Durian and a hard boiled egg on the side, unfortunately, I think they saw the lack of growth and the consistency of unbalanced drinks, and they sent Raj home this week. Raj, to me, you were dope. I like the way your drinks looked. I don't really know what they taste like, but hey, hopefully it's been what 3 years since this show came out. Hopefully you learn from the show. Hopefully you'll come on our show. You could talk about your experience, and hopefully you now make balanced drinks. I don't. That was to me the only thing that they kept saying was wrong. It was unbalanced, but it looked good. I drink them. I'll drink them balanced or unbalanced. Alcoholism is real, people. Just saying. But that was the second episode of Drink Masters. Again, as I said last week, don't just sit here and watch us talk about this. It'll do you a disservice. You need to go watch this season. Seeing the creativity, the style of drinks that they make, them actually making it, and what they go through is a whole process. It's a whole journey, and it's an experience. It's way different than just watching a food competition. We all know what a steak look like. We know what lobster is, risotto, beef Wellington. These drinks are some of the drinks you'll never see in a bar unless you're willing to spend that bread. And this is able to get to you through Netflix. So Netflix, make sure y'all come out with that second season. I said this last week. I know it was a second season. We know it was taped already because
Come
y'all
on, come
stopped it.
on,
Y'all
come
didn't.
on
I
with
was
it.
gonna go ahead. Stop
Yes,
playing.
let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
But
Well, guys, I'm sorry.
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, guys, you've been great. Again, like Search said, go and watch on Netflix. But also, not only do that, we are still taking requests on what shows, what food. I can't even say food and or drink because there's only one and we're already covering it. But let us know, like, what food show you would like for us to review. We are still open. Okay. So please leave a comment below, hit that like button, and subscribe.
Yep. And also let us know for episode 2, what was your favorite drink? Both in the elimination, the regular round and elimination round, all together. Which one was your favorite drink? But this has been another episode of the Food We Watch podcast. Of course, I am Search City. But Nita, if the people want to get hold of you, if they have any questions for you, if they just want to see some amazing food photos and videos, where can they find you?
You can find me now on all platforms except for Twitter at nita.foodphoto. And where can they find you, Search?
You guys should already know by now. I'm on all platforms, and I should have been saying this since day one. I do not have a Twitter as well. I do not bang with Twitter, or what is it called now? X, whatever. I don't have one of those. But all other platforms, you can find me at Search City. If I'm not answering the phone there, you can always reach me at Normals Be Chefing, all platforms except for Twitter. But guess what, guys? We've had an amazing time. The return of Nita. Thank you so much.
Wait. Not only that, but you can find us both on the Food We Watch pod on Instagram and TikTok. Okay. This is where you can find our mini clips. If anything funny happened, you will see it there and all the other stuff. But as you were saying, Search.
What was
he don't even remember. He don't even remember. You saying, well, guys, it's been fun. Return of me. Yep. And all that good stuff.
But as you know, before we go, we gotta let you know that good things come and good things go. Life is like a box of chocolate. Even though it's cold outside, that shit be melting.